Alright, what's going on, dudes? Welcome back to my Minecraft world with mods. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today. So, we are starting a project, man. Today I think we're going to take a look at making this greenhouse, which is a user request over there on the suggestion board. And we need some glass, man. So, in order to make glass, we actually need to make a couple of different things. I have been trying to figure this out for a little while, but it seems like, I don't know, some things are kind of weird, man. I thought that these old generators like this one, the furnace generator and the survivalist generator, I thought that these guys would output power automatically, but it seems like that's not the case anymore. And these things are super noisy too. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. I don't know if I turned it down or what, but yeah, so this one's charging up right now. Just off of one piece of coal, it should make about 80,000 RF, so it's really efficient with the coal. It creates a lot of power from one piece, but it takes a long time. So that is pretty nuts, man. This one is jacked full of power, 100,000 RF in here, but this is the one I was gonna use, but I can't extract the power from it into either the alloy smelter or the pulverizer, which this is what we need right here. So I think we're gonna try something a little bit different. I think we're gonna maybe go the Ender IO route and see if we can get this Stirling generator to work. So I don't know, just take some basic gears. And it's actually really kind of cheap, so it looks like it needs some sort of stone bricks, which is interesting. So 5 things of stone bricks. Let's grab some cobble and we'll throw this in here and get this all smelted up. Show like that. Oh, they can't shift click coal into it anymore, man. That drives me crazy. But yeah, so while that's cooking up, I guess I should probably show you our the smeltery that we made last episode. Now, I worked a little bit more and got it a little bit more efficient, so I added some more stacks of these seared bricks up on the top so we can hold a little bit more items inside. And then I've also added this redstone clock and also these spigots or the faucets with the casting table. Underneath that, we have a hopper which goes directly into this chest here. So I've been able to get some automatic ore doubling going on here, so it's actually really handy. And I finally found iron, man. I could not find iron to save my life. I guess the ore generation in this mod is a little bit different than like any other mod pack that I've played. So iron, I think I started finding the most around like level 30 or a little bit below. I think it was like 27. Somebody said 55. I was looking around through the 55 and I couldn't find any, man. So I ended up looking up like an ore population spreadsheet, and that helped out a lot. So man, this guy is driving me crazy. He has just been walking around my base for a long time, and I don't know, I can't kill him because he's a little hobgoblin, and I don't know, man, he's driving me nuts. Where are you, guy? There he is. There's 2 of them. Okay, these guys gotta go. They're getting in my house, man. Are you serious? You're breaking and entering right now. You're dead, bro. Oh, you're mad at me too? Alright, any more of you? Oh, look at him. Yeah, that's right. You can't get in here. Jerk face. Oh my god, look at these guys, man. Hey! Oh, I bet I had it with these little hobgoblins, man. They're everywhere. They are driving me crazy. I had to show them what's for. Yeah, that's what I thought. You better run. No more hobgoblins here. Breaking into my house, man. They're trying to steal my goods. But yeah, I lost my train of thought here. So we got this all automated up. Oh, I was talking about the iron. Yeah. I ended up finding most of it around like Y level 30, which is really handy. And so now we should have quite a bit of iron to work with. If I need to go get more, there's lots more down there. This stone hammer comes in super handy along with this stone lumber axe, man. Look at all this wood that I got. This is like it's a weird pattern. It's like a plus shaped tree. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 like that, and you just chop down 1 and you get like 2.5 stacks of wood per tree, which is awesome. So we don't really have to worry about harvesting any kind of wood anytime soon, so we got plenty of that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and jump in, man. We're going to take a look at the Ender IO thing and see if we can get this Stirling generator to create some power for us, and we can power that we can actually use. So that's kind of the plan anyway. So what do we need? We need a furnace, a piston, which I think most of my iron is in here. Let's take this iron. We'll take some cobblestone. Why do I have a little doohickey on my mouse? I don't know, man. Something going on in the background. Right, so we need like that. We need some redstone. Make this piston up real quick. So we'll do that there, like that. And then like that. Alright, what's the recipe? So furnace, piston, basic gears. They take sticks. Like so. We need 2 of these, right? Yeah, just like this. Alright, we got those guys. Now we need a generator or a furnace. Like that. I'll take this, put that there. Like this, and then our stone bricks around the top. Okay, so moment of truth, guys. Let's see if this works. Let's grab some coal, and we're gonna head out here. We're going to stick this guy. I'm gonna lose a little bit of power, I think, from doing this. If we put this back down, will it continue creating power? No. Alright, so if we put this here, I'm hoping that it'll power this pulverizer, because this is what we need today. The alloy furnace, I think we can now if we can get this powered, at least get this powered, then we can use this to make some Ender IO conduit, and then we can use one of these generators to power this if this doesn't directly power that. So let's see what happens. Okay, this is making power. Oh yeah. Okay, that's a really happy moment for me, because this has been driving me crazy. I have been losing my mind trying to figure this whole thing out. And do not ever make one of these things unless you really just like the sound of clocks. I guess you can turn it off and it looks fancy, but good lord, this thing is annoying. Oh, I can't stand it, so I had to turn it off. It looks nice, but that's about it. So yeah, so let's head back over here to the greenhouse. This is where the whole greenhouse thing is going to be set up today. Now I used a couple of different blocks that I've never really used before. This is pretty neat. So we got some of the large cobblestone tiles, which I think look really nice, and then in here we have some of the dirt layer, the chiseled dirt. And the idea behind this is it kind of looks like wood chips. That's kind of the feeling that we're going for, and hopefully it comes across like that. I don't know. I think it looks pretty nice. But I think what we're going to end up doing in here is we'll just use these stone bricks kind of as a representation while we build up some power in our machines over there. I think what we're going to try to do with the Pam's Harvest Craft stuff, so this greenhouse is going to be pretty much specifically for Pam's Harvest Craft, to some place we can have to grow at least a couple of different ones, like the main ones that we're going to end up using for food. I think we may end up trying to do something like this. So we'll have crops growing here, and then crops growing on this line here with wherever this block is, and then maybe some crops growing up here. Oh man, I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Emergency mute. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Yeah, so I think we should be able to harvest the crops up here in the top row, but we're gonna have to just kind of play around with it and see if we can actually get that to work. So I guess what I need to do now is just really kind of work on gathering up all the glass. There's a couple of different ways that we can go about this. We can either go out there and mine it by hand like losers that aren't playing modded Minecraft, or we can use the pulverizer up here, which is really nice, and we can use all this excess cobble that I have from mining, and we can put this in here and get a bunch of glass or sand that way and then smelt it all up. So I think that's how we're gonna do it. So I don't know, this could take a little while as well. Man, everything's got noises too. It's so different in on Mod Sauce because we have all the sounds disabled. There's all kinds of crazy sounds going on. But yeah, so I guess I'm gonna take a little bit of time, get the sand all ground up, and get a bunch of this. I think maybe we're probably looking at 6 or 7 stacks, I think, to do that whole building. So I will get that ready to go, and then when we come back, we will start building. Alright, dude, so screw that noise over there, waiting for all this cobblestone to get ground up into sand. That is taking way too long. It's been like 30 minutes, and we've only got about a stack and a half. And I think, speaking of, we need to go over there and stick some more cobble in there, probably. So let's go take a look. You can... Oh, it may be out of coal, too. Good thing we came over here. Let's go ahead and take this guy. We'll throw this in there. Oh no, it's just out of cobble. Are you out of power? No, you still got plenty in there. That's good. Let's go ahead and top that off. But yeah, so we've got maybe like, I think this is almost 3 stacks of sand now. It is taking way too long, like 2.5 stacks. Okay, so we got more than that. We've got 3 stacks and 27 things of sand. I mean, it's not taking a terribly long time, but it is taking a lot longer than I would like. So I also got some conduit binder all smelted up over here, and we're gonna end up making some of the Ender IO conduits. I think that's gonna help us kind of transfer and shift power around a little bit better. So do I have enough dirt? Yes, I do. We should be good to go. So I came over here, I started messing around with some different designs inside of this greenhouse for how we want to start growing things in here, and I think this is gonna be a pretty effective design. It's not efficient, but it's effective. So keep that in mind if you're trying to copy this or anything like that. This is not the most efficient way to do a farm, but it looks nice and it's effective. It gets the job done. So this is kind of what I come up with, using a lot of the forged micro blocks over here, which is pretty cool. So these things, this is something I think I probably knew, but I just wasn't thinking about it at the time. We need to take some of these covers or strips and put them there. Get them down in the corners, kind of flush that out a little bit. There we go, much better. But yeah, so this space right here is actually smaller than 1 block. Like, we can't place blocks here or anything like that. We can't put water down, but there is still enough space for us to move into the middle of this, like walk around. So that's pretty cool. That's going to allow us to get in here and harvest our crops if we need to, if something falls down in the middle. So that's kind of neat. I wasn't thinking about that if I did know that. But yeah, so, and it looks nice, man. It looks much nicer with the forged micro blocks on the outside, like as a cover around the dirt troughs or whatever these things are called. What do you call it when you got a bunch of plants potted like this? I'm not real sure. But this is kind of the theme I've come up with, and it looks nice, and then, like I said, it's effective. So yeah, but the problem is there are so many different things that we can grow with Pam's Harvest Craft that it's almost impossible to really. Can we? I want to put this. Okay, it is. We're putting it right there. I couldn't see the little ghost block. But yeah, the problem is with Pam's Harvest Craft, there's just so much stuff that we can make that it's kind of almost impossible to fit everything into one building, right? So, does that look right? Yeah, that looks right. What we're probably going to end up doing is going through some of these subsets here. Like, I've got it pulled up here, and you can see all the different things that we can make with Pam's Harvest Craft, which is an absolutely boatload of different foods. What I'm thinking is we're probably going to end up picking 1 or 2 things and growing those specific ingredients. Like, if we want to make a hamburger, or let's say a BLT, right? So we're going to need to grow lettuce. We need to figure out how we're going to grow I guess we could do pork chop. Lettuce and tomatoes, right? And then we can use bread, no big deal. But for the BLT, like if we're going to make BLTs, we can set up like a BLT garden here. So we could have lettuce on one side, tomatoes on this side, and only grow those specific things. And you know, we can come back through a little bit later on and switch them out if we need to or anything like that. Not that big a deal. But as far as like what we grow in here, we need to kind of keep it organized and keep it specific for whatever type of food that we are growing, so, or wanting to make. I think is probably our best bet. Instead of just having a bunch of random things in here growing all the time, we just need to pick a couple, stick with them, and then go from there. So, oh, dang it. Dang it. That's not what I wanted. We need to put some strips there, there. And then we need to saw up 1 more. Like that. Put that there. Let's get our saw out of there first. There we go. Now we need to go get... Oh, we got another bucket of water here. Perfect. So, yeah, this is kind of the design I've come up with. It's not amazingly fantastic or anything like that, but it is kind of cool looking, right? It's not bad. It's not bad. We need to make some more of these cobblestone blocks though. So let's get our chisel out here, because I think let's do that. I'm thinking we can go ahead and kind of like build like a frame, like some framework around this. So let's do this. We will do a cap on here, we'll do up like this, cap, and let's get these blocks closer together. Save us a little bit of time anyway. We'll do that, like that, that, and then maybe we can come up one more like that. Let's head down and see what that looks like from a side. So I don't have a whole lot of practice with building greenhouses, and from the ones because I used to work in kind of a greenhouse-ish type thing. It's been a little while ago, but I worked with plants for a little while, and we had buildings that kind of looked like this. It was kind of more of like plastic sheets and stuff around the top instead of glass. It was more like just a big pop-up tent. And they kind of had a structure like this, so I think that's what we're gonna go for. I may end up trying to tweak it around a little bit and make it look a little bit better, but this is kind of the general shape I think that we're going to stick with. So we got a couple extra new plants here, and let's see, okra, eggplant, and strawberry. Those were the new ones. These are the new ones. I got eggplant, strawberry, cucumber, cantaloupe, and okra. The cucumber and cantaloupe I might have growing in here already, but I can't remember like what's what. So we're just gonna go ahead and plop these guys down, and we'll grow them while we are thinking about it. So I think that'll work. And what else? Just for completionist sake, we'll throw that one down in there. But yeah, so I guess I'm gonna take a little bit of time. I'm gonna throw up the rest of these frames here, and I'll probably end up waiting for the rest of the sand to smelt up. Get ready to go. We'll come back in, we'll pop the glass in, and I think we'll call this a done deal. So give me a second, I'll be right back. This is taking so long, man. This whole glass process is crazy. I guess we are maybe a little early to the whole auto crafting thing. I don't think we're supposed to be here yet. I don't have enough power. Things are moving way too slow, and they're driving me crazy, and I don't even have a normal axe to get this up. But yeah, so I ended up finishing up the frame of this guy, and I think it's looking pretty gnarly. Once we get the glass in here, it'll look much better, and we'll have some big windows and stuff right here. I think we'll probably end up using some of the chiseled glass. Let's actually take a look with the glass that we have right now. Here's our chisel. I've only got just under a stack of this stuff. Now I'm trying to think of what. Oh, hi guy. Wow, what are you doing here? You just swimming in this pool back here? No big deal. Alright. Yeah, trying to figure out which glass maybe we want to use. We could use some of the ornate steel glass. Now the problem is, let's try this right now. I don't think we can get this back. Yeah, so once we set this down, actually, let's see. Oh, dang it. See? Okay, yeah, so we can kind of like cycle through the different types of glass here like this too. So we can set it down. Ooh, that one's kind of nice. That one's pretty cool. Oh, I didn't mean to break that. Dang it. Let's try. What was that? This one? Yeah. How does this look? Let's try like so. That may look kind of goofy from far away though. We definitely need to throw some light up in here. Like that. Yeah. I'm not really digging it, man. That's kind of more like metal grating. It doesn't look terrible for the side. How about this one? Alright, so that one's a little bit better, but it's still not very glass-like. And I don't want to use just normal vanilla glass. How about that one? Man, this is going to be a pain. Come on, keep up. There we go. Yeah, I don't like that one either. Ooh, now that one's not bad. I can dig that one for the big windows. I think up here we'll definitely have to do some sort of just glass, like normal glass texture. Maybe the streakless glass, I think is, let's take a look at that real quick and see. How do we do this again? I always forget with the chisel. We do this, put this in there. Oh, no way. We can't put that back in there? What? Oh, there it goes. Oh, don't scare me like that, man. Bad news bears. Yeah, so if we put this in here like so, it gets rid of that outline that normal glass has, which I think is pretty nice. You still get the little streaks and stuff, so you know that there's something there. Excuse my sniffling, man. I just got done having a sneeze fit. That's not bad. We were actually, I think maybe gonna end up using a lot less glass than I thought we were for this. Not if I keep wasting it though. Yeah, so something like that maybe? That's not too bad. I dig it. So, I don't know. It would be kind of hard to tell unless we get the whole thing installed. And once we have that, then we can really make a final decision. But, yeah, so I think that's going to do it for us today. Excuse me? Was that English? That's going to do it for us today. That sounds Canadian. But yeah, this whole process is taking too long. I'm just out of time to record for tonight, so I've got to move on to some bigger and better things. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Leave an idea down below for something else that we can build. I think next episode we're going to be focusing on the cow farm a little bit, or at least trying to get some of the cows and stuff over here. Seeing how fast this process goes, we may need to work on a power situation or something like that, so we'll end up having to play around with that before next time. But we'll show. I got a wheeze now from my sneezing. You hear it? Oh, it's gone now. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I had a wheeze going on. Call me McWheezy. But yeah, so hit that like button for me down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next episode of my Minecraft World with Mods. And if you haven't already, I've been kind of promoting it on all my videos. Go check. Oh, hi, guy. Go check out my series on the build pack server, man. I'm having a blast over there building and checking out a bunch of different cool mods that are specifically built around creative building. So if you, there's my wheeze again. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear that. I was squeaking. That was funny. But yeah, so go check out the build pack series. I'm having a lot of fun over there, getting some cool stuff done. Having just a blast with all the different modded building textures, and it's built around creative building, so we don't have to do a lot of this grindy stuff that you would in like a normal series. So definitely go give it a look. Hopefully you'll like it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Hopefully I won't be wheezy. Keep it squeaky.